morning in Hanoi in July. I get up early to try to get some work done to beat the heat, but then the power goes out. Apparently, there's such a high demand for electricity right now that the government has resorted to rationing. And this morning, it's my neighborhood's turn to do without power. So rather than stay at home and sweat, I decide to go to Mê Linh to visit the temple to the Trưng sisters that the friend that I had bia hoi with last night told me about.
Rất là rộng, chắc vẫn chưa đến nơi.
Cỏ đẹp thế.
Cỏ không sợ đâu. Bác ơi, bác cho cháu hỏi với đền thờ Hai Bà Trưng còn lên nữa tí nữa bác nhỉ? Khoảng mấy cây nữa bác?
3 cây nữa thôi.
3 cây nữa bên tay phải luôn rồi bác nhỉ? Vâng, vâng, vâng. Vâng.
Còn một đàn ơi với cần nó không sợ ai này.
Đúng không? Mở cửa ra cái mà mùi bò nó quả hôi ơi hôi.
Mùi bò nó không cứ đi thôi mặc kệ. Chả sợ ai. Thậm chí nó còn hách sừng của xe.
Bấm còi mới nháy đèn. Nó không có lối xuống giống thế này đúng không? Mình cứ bị ngợ ấy à. Chứ nếu không là mình cứ chạy đến bao giờ là nhìn thấy đã bảo là đi vào trong đền thờ Hai Bà Trưng là tường nó xây màu ghi bao quanh chung quanh ấy. Vâng.
After stopping to ask for directions a couple of times, we finally make it to the temple, and it is impressive. There's a huge gate that you pass through to get to the temple complex, and then the temple itself is surrounded by an impressive stone wall. Within the temple grounds is a huge stone inscription with information about the Trưng sisters' rebellion against the Han Dynasty, and then inside the temple itself are beautiful placards which talk about how the power of the Trưng sisters will endure through the centuries. Equally impressive was a fine gentleman who works at the temple. He told me about the history of the temple, and I asked him about the issue of the Trưng sisters as rain deities. He confirmed what I said and agreed that it was true that during the time of the Lý dynasty, Lý Anh Tông had prayed to the Trưng sisters and then had this temple constructed in order to thank them. Indeed, within the temple itself, according to this gentleman, are designs and decorations in the artwork that date from the period of the Lý dynasty. Okay, so I guess it's time for a confession. I tend to think I'm a pretty smart person, but once in a while, and it's really just once in a very long while, I do something a little bit stupid. Today, I went to the temple. It was beautiful. I met the nice gentleman there who was just starting to tell me things that I wanted to know. And right at that point, the battery on my camera died because I forgot to recharge it yesterday. Actually, before the battery on my camera ran out, I was able to get in one question to this fine gentleman. I asked him if people today still prayed for rain, and his answer was a little bit vague. At first he said yes, but then he proceeded to tell me the history of the temple, how Lý Anh Tông had had it built during the period of the Lý dynasty in order to thank the Trưng sisters for bringing rain, how it was renovated during the time of the Nguyễn dynasty, and that it was renovated yet again in 2004. Bây giờ vẫn còn ngồi cầu mưa không? Hay là không còn nữa?
Có. Cái trước đây là nếu mà theo đúng vào trong lịch sử, vâng, thì là hai bà là hiện lên, tức là hiện lên là hai bà chị em Trương Vương mình, vâng, đội mũ hoa cưỡi ngựa hồng, là mệnh trời đưa xuống làm mưa thì là ông ấy làm ăn thịnh vượng thì ông về đây ông làm trả ơn hai bà. Là ông ấy lập cái đền này là đẹp khang trang là từ thời Lý. Vâng. Sau đến thời nhà Nguyễn là bắt đầu là người ta tu bổ lớn. Sau đến năm 2004 là sơn và nhà nước là tu bổ là sơn và thay ngói đó.
But did those renovations mean that people at those later times still believed that the Jung sisters could bring rain? Can they bring rain? I decided to take a chance that they still could. I went into the main temple and I prayed to the two sisters that they bring rain to Hanoi. I have no idea if my prayers are going to be answered, but it's the best I can do at the moment. Now all we can do is just sit back and wait, and hopefully the Jung sisters will deliver. We need some rain.